Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, JRose. Thanks so much for tuning into the JRose Experience. We have a really dope episode for you guys today. We invited spoken word poet Nicki D and singer-songwriter Cvgebird to come through and talk to us about the do's and don'ts of dating a creative person. So you don't want to miss that. So you could take your notes and make sure that you know how to date us, all right? And we had some fun playing mixtape during our off the top segment, so make sure you stick around and tune in. Keep growing. What's up, guys? Welcome to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose. We are here for season 3 in Philly, meeting some really dope creatives that are out here doing the damn thing. And today's first guest is born and raised Philly-based poets, Miss Nicki D, the poet.
Hey,
welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here. I've been following you on the gram, seeing you do all these really dope events and providing a space for creative people, and I was just like, I need to talk to her because I like what she does. I want to get into your pen name and your real name because I know you go by Nicole Davis, but then you also go by Nicki D. So
Yes.
What's the difference between Nicki D and Nicole Davis?
So, you know how Beyonce has Beyonce?
Yes.
And then she has Sasha Fierce?
Yes.
So I have Nicole Davis and then I have Nicki D. So Nicki D is confident, she's bold, she's out there, she living her truth. Nicole Davis, some days it's kind of rough being me, but that's why we have Nicki D. So when I perform anything, I'm Nicki D.
Yeah.
But then on a regular day, I'm just Nicole Davis. Sometimes Nicki tries to take over Nicole Davis' life.
And what does Nicole do when Nicki D's trying to OD?
Sometimes you just let her depending on the situation. Because Nicki has been helping me out a lot, honestly. Okay. As far as my poetry, outside as far as my job, my career. So yeah. So
were you always this more timid person, and then Nicki D was created, and you're just like, hi, I'm Nicki D.
Yes, that's exactly how it went. Because I brand myself as the former shy girl. Because everybody who knew me growing up, I was always into poetry. I was always writing poetry, but I wasn't sharing my poetry because I was so shy. Because I felt as though my voice didn't matter, and no one really cared what I had to say. But when Nicki D, Nicki don't have to worry about all that.
So what triggered that creation of Nicki D? When were you all right, I'm done being shy. This shy shit is for the birds.
Yeah. So it was basically after my first show. So I only been performing for a little over a year, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, girl, you got some skills.
So I only been performing my poetry for a little over a year. So it was after that first show. Because literally before I went on to that first show, I had a whole take in the bathroom. No, but cancel it. But it's as soon as I hit that first stanza, that was it.
How did it feel when you finally got on that stage for the first time?
I was nervous. I was I don't know. But I was I even can go two ways. I'm either going to fail and never do this again, but at least I tried it, or I can be successful. And it was a success, honestly.
So wait, so did you publish your books before you started performing?
I published one book before I started performing.
Okay. Let's talk about your books. You have 3 books.
Yes.
And one of them is the former shy girl.
Shy girl.
Yes. And Naked.
Yes.
And then there was
one Return to Grace.
Yes. So tell me about these books. How do these titles reflect the poetic experience that you want your reader to have?
Okay, so basically, if you read all 3 books, you're gonna go through a journey. The Return to Grace is most of them pieces. The crazy thing about that book is most of them pieces was written throughout my teenage years.
Really?
So you actually really see my development as a writer in Return to Grace. Naked is more recent. Naked, you see me struggle from with a lot of things from my childhood into my adulthood, realizing that a lot of things that I thought was right was actually wrong. Wow. And a lot of opinions that I had about myself wasn't really my true opinions. It was just the opinions of others weighing down on me. So then it come to this time where I have to find out exactly who I am as a woman. Yeah. And then The Shy Girl Speaks is actually me letting the world know who I am now as a woman, Nicki D the Poet.
What? That's a great journey. Did you self-publish these books, or did you go through like another?
So the first one I didn't self-publish, but then the second two was self-published.
Okay, so what did you learn from not being self-published the first time that made you decide to go the other route?
Not being self-published, I didn't feel like I had a lot of like creative control, and especially with the timeline was just so long, so dragged out. I was just like, I don't think I want to do that myself. And then Ambition the Poet, which I believe you know.
Shout out to Ambition.
Shout out to Ambition.
Season 2 guest.
who literally, he took me under his wing, who taught me everything he knew, how to self-publish and everything. So amazing. I'm like, yeah, definitely not going through nobody else. And plus, I get to keep all my coins too. Shout out to keeping your coins and getting your own bag.
That's what's up. Do you have any other like mentors that kind of guided you through this journey?
No, I was gonna say Ambition was the first one because he's the first one who actually took me serious as a poet.
Yeah. So that must
shout out to him. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. You also have like an apparel brand, right?
Oh yes, Nicki D Apparel. Right now we have Broken Crayons Still Color, which was the first line I have, and then how that came about was the name was my son, who's an artist. One day I was cleaning up all his art supplies because he's a messy artist. Most are. He's a messy artist. Yeah. And it was these broken crayons on the floor. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to sweep these up and we're going to go to Walmart and get you more crayons. And he's like, no, why are you throwing my crayons away? Having this big fuss. And then he was like, and I'm like, because they're broken. And he was just like, Mom, broken crayons still colored too.
Oh, go ahead, poet. Okay.
and I was
he dropped a bomb on you. That's
dropping bars on me.
Yeah.
Like, dropping bars on me. And I'm just like, how often in society do we believe that because we're not societal standard or beauty or what society see as flawed that we're still not beautiful? We still don't color beautiful pictures. Yeah. So broken crayons still color.
I love that. That's super cute.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you been able to hit like stages lately, or is everything still like kind of crazy out here?
Everything's still kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but we virtual stages.
I know. So when you actually can go on stage, what is your favorite pair of shoes to perform in?
Oh, these are my babies.
Girl, you're like 4 inches taller with those on.
So, because I'm like very short, I love to perform in heels. And then I feel like, I don't know, heels just give me confidence. Like, if my face is beat, I have heels on my feet, have long hair that I can flip, it's a dunzo for the night. That is Nicki D right there.
Nicki D fierce.
Yes, that's the difference between Nicki D and Nicole. Nicki D, my face is always beat. Yeah. I want to have some type of heel. That's it. Nicole, most days, no. It depends on what you get. You get what you get how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Yeah. Like, that's why my job be so confused because one day I be Nicki D, come there all face beat, like,
and then the next day they're like, oh, who's the girl that was here yesterday?
Yeah, the next day I'm in Splash, just like, I'm just here to do my 8 and skate. Like 8
and skate. I never heard that before. So I know you brought some poetry with you for us.
Yes, I got a gift for you.
Me?
Yes.
Yay.
I don't believe in going anywhere empty-handed.
Aww. Yay! Naked and the Shy Girl Speaks. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope you signed them. Did you sign them?
Of course.
Yes. Of course. Get your books.
Yes, at NickiDthePoet.org.
She's got it. You ready to share some poetry with us?
Sure.
Okay, we'll be right back with a performance from Nicki D the Poet.
I'm more than a sneaky link. I require phone calls. Good morning, text, flowers, and dates. Oh, if that's not enough for you, I'll give you 2 options. Come correct or get the fuck out my face. And I don't care what I allowed in the past, the woman I am today can't relate. You see, I'm more than a sneaky link. Sending heart-shaped emojis all over my DM, writing me essays about how fine and chocolate I am and everything you would love to do. But I checked my profile. Not one like, not one comment from you, I guess. Pop displays of your affection makes you uncomfortable, which is funny because you sent me a picture of your erection even before you knew my name. You say you a fan of my work, that you love my poetry, but if you really watch my last couple of videos, you would know that I hate that shit. And I said it before, clearly you have problem with your comprehension, so let me say this shit again. I'm more than the fluffiness of my tits, the juiciness of my ass, and what is in between my thighs. So let me get this straight. You think you can tap this ass without even double tapping the pit? Truth be told, without a meaning of a mind, you can't even get her wet. Fuck you still doing in my DM for? You didn't get it through your thick skull yet. I'm more than a sneaky link. Meaning, if you don't think enough of me to text me throughout the day, don't text me after 10 p.m. Ask me what I'm doing. I'm in bed, legs closed, being the child of God that splits her Marlene rays. You know my biggest problem with you niggas of the day? Number one, you don't know how to date. Half of y'all are crappy lay. Always accusing a female of wanting you for your money when you don't have a pot to piss in or one to go without. Always so quick to pull little Johnny out. But what's your status? When was the last time you got tested? When was the last time you even saw a PCP walking around looking like a walking STD? What I'm going to need you to do is stay the farther distance away from me. Now, typically, I'm not a bitch. And I really, sincerely don't mean any disrespect. But if you think you ever had a chance of getting with Nick, I'm going to need you to learn how to come correct.
Ladies, want to know what I love as much as chocolate? Fashion. So of course, I'd end up dressing in some Fashion is My Chocolate styles. Head over to fashionismychocolate.com for collections with unique details, comfortability, and versatility. Use our promo code to be the sweet tooth of fashion no matter what mood you're in. Make sure you enter JRose at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Keep growing. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose. I'm here with my next guest, singer, songwriter, lyricist, super dope artist, Cvgebird. Please give her a warm welcome. Yay! Peace. What's up?
Nothing much.
I'm so, I'm geeking out because I've known about you, through my cousin who's out here. Shout out to Letty.
Yes.
I love you, girl. She's out here in Philly, and I reached out to her yo, can you connect me with some artists? And she was like, if I could probably link you up with Cvgebird. And I was like, yes, please. I love her. So I'm super, super excited to have you here. I want to talk about your most recent project, Frida Trap.
Yes.
First, the title, please break that down.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you could just break down, the whole experience with that visual that you have out for it, because it's so creative and so powerful.
Well, thank you, for that. I truly appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here with you, too. So shout out to Letty. Okay? But with Frida Trap, when I was writing it and just in the creative process for it, one, I had Frida Kahlo's spirit and just everything that she stood for heavy in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But also two, just thinking about everyday life and being out in the present and seeing what's going on in the community and seeing what's going on in everyday life and how it's we're trapped in the trap and
yes.
And my whole thing was I'm more into abolition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really for the police and things like that and police states. So my whole thing is we need to free the trap. We need to free ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. We need to fight back. We need to get revolutionary. And I think Free the Trap, when I wrote it, it was just an ode to all of those things.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people confuse what's happening now as just happening.
Yeah.
It hasn't been happening for decades, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Black
this
and
is
brown
not
people.
new news.
It's not new at all, And so Free the Trap really I wrote that a couple years back.
Oh, wow.
And it just felt heavy on my spirit and what is needed. And if you're into astrology, Capricorn.
Yeah.
So shout out to Capricorn. Capricorns have tendencies.
I know a few y'all.
Yeah, But we have tendencies to be visionaries, or we can see things before coming and things like that.
Prophetic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I think with writing Frida, and then when things kind of exploded again, you know, in this year, it just felt I needed to release it. It felt like it needed to be out.
It was time.
Yeah, it was the time for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And for really talking about free us, you know, free the real ones around the map. Like, I hope the exit is joyful, and really mixing in some of Frida's most, I guess, like, how can I say, the words that she spoke that really grappled me the most.
Yeah.
I'd like mixed in some of hers with my writing to kind of like pay homage to her, and also thinking about like where would Frida be at in this time where she's like super anti-capitalist, like very non-binary, very much like
facts,
you know,
way ahead of her time,
you know, and everything that happened to her through physically, mentally, spiritually, all those things, like she found her freedom through her art.
Yeah.
You know? And even at the time when she, you know, let go and cut her hair, and she turned that into a painting in itself, of that representation, it just felt like I really wanted to embody that for right now. And I think this generation coming up, they may not know who Frida Kahlo is.
Yeah.
You know?
We gotta keep that spirit alive.
Yeah,
it's up to us.
And as like a natural educator, I feel like with my art, I wanted to educate those that may not know, and also pay homage to her spirit, and also to us as like Black and brown Aboriginal people. Like, we need to remember who we are, we need to walk in that, and you know, kind of just like fight back. So that's what that song was for, to just kind of restore our spirits, to regenerate, to release when we need to release, to have some in the club that we could like listen to and like want to dance to, and not be like, oh, these lyrics kind of make me feel
uncomfortable,
right?
Yeah.
So I, you know, that was the intention behind it. That was the intention behind the title, and really with the visual capturing, like I really wanted to try to capture Frida and what she embodied. You know, I remember,
you nailed it.
Thank you. The day of the shoot, I called Letty, and I was just like talking to her, and she was like, you know, like the ancestors will guide you, what candle that you need to light. You know what I mean? And I did like this whole ritual experience. Before, and so with the video that we released. My favorite scene that we had in there is we had this warehouse space where we shot me after I had cut my hair off and did the big reveal. And my homegirl, she's Afro-Mexican, and she came in and she danced, and she was in full Day of the Dead, Dios de los Muertos, like, makeup, just embodying that. And we lit up all the candles in the space. We lit up yellow, red, white, just, you know, things that kind of coincide with each other in terms of what they're releasing. And the space felt so powerful.
Really?
Like, I think there was a moment where all the crew, everybody that was there just kind of took a step back and was just like, yo, this feels expansive. Like, this feels abundant. Like, we're blessed. Like, the ancestors is with us. This needs to come out. This is intentional. This is powerful. And we all just had that moment of gratefulness on set, and just bringing that energy in the space. I really try to be intentional with that, you know, between the crew and what we're making. So
well, really, you definitely embodied that, like all of it. Even just before the video came out, like the teasers alone had me like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this to drop. Like, you know, the whole, and the sound of it too. I want to know, like, what's up next? What you got up your sleeve?
So up next, you know, we do have some more singles that we're going to be dropping throughout, you know. I'm also working on a couple new projects in the tuck, deciding if we're going to do like another full EP, if we're going to go into full album mode.
Let's do it. Where's the album?
It's coming.
How many people are like calling you and texting you in your DMs like, where's the album?
I really need to put it out, you know. Like, I think because I do a lot of teaching work too. I work with incarcerated and juvenile youth here as well in the city. And I did some of that work in LA as well. I think it's just really important to create or give that creative space. Especially for those that we often forget or leave behind in the system. Like, I've met some of the most creative and like renowned artists.
I know.
In the system, and like I think that's really, you know, just growing up and having family involved and family that are incarcerated and things like that, it's always been like close to me. Sorry, I went on a whole tangent.
No, you're good.
But like, I do a lot of that work in my daily life. You know, so I feel like that usually comes first, and then I do like the creative stuff around that. So with that work being done, you know, I'm really excited to drop more new music,
yeah,
you know, and hopefully give more platforms for the kids that I work with
yeah,
as they become released to come back into the community and things like
yeah,
that. So,
I'm sure that you inspire so much of them, you know.
Like, they inspire me, to be honest.
Like, I hear so many guests come and sit with me and they say, you know, art saved my life, you know, poetry saved my life, music saved my life. Yeah. So, you know, the fact that they get incarcerated and sometimes don't have the opportunity to like explore those talents so that they can change their lives. Yeah. You know, you providing a space for them would be so dope.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. I have a weird question, you know, but like I'm a big shoe person. I love shoes.
Yes.
So when you out there performing, doing your thing, what's your favorite pair of shoes to wear?
Yo, to be honest, like I love these Air Force
so
Ones
hot.
because they're Air Forces, and then they like support me, right? So if I need to move around or whatever, like these are dope. But I think usually like keep it classic, like Air Force Ones is usually my favorite to like move around and dance.
Classic sneaker.
Yeah, hot tops.
I love it. Yeah. I know you got some performance stuff saved up for us.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. We'll be right back with a performance from Cvgebird. Stick around.
When I was younger, all I ever wanted was to fly. Spread my wings and let them take me higher. When I was younger, all I ever wanted was to fly. Spread my wings and let them take me higher. Way up higher. Higher. Way up higher. Higher. Now we way up. Keep that negativity, my G, cause we way up. Yeah. Keep that energy far from me, cause we way up. Yeah. Keep my girl, keep her close to me, that's my layup. She stayed down with nobody around, kept my weight up. When I was younger, all I ever wanted was to fly. Spread my wings and let them take me higher. When I was younger, all I ever wanted was to fly. Spread my wings and let them take me high. Way up higher. Higher. Way up higher. Higher. Way up. Wanna see me down. Wanna see me down. Wanna see me down. But I'm airborne now. Wanna see me down. You wanna see me down. You wanna see me down. But I'm airborne now. I remember when we first started. Never thought we would depart it with don't kill you, make you stronger. It's a new era now, I'm a starter. Tattoo them reminders. Fake love that will blind you. Heartbreak that will find you. But don't die, let it take you high. High. Let it take you high. Higher. Way up higher. Higher. Way up higher. Higher. Way up.
I'm so excited I got both my kids' appointments to get their hair done at Shining Star Kid Salon in Brooklyn, New York. The best part is, I get to pick up a couple of my favorite natural hair products like their Fearless Edge Control, or their Fearless Hair Oil. And these are just some of my favorite products to style my hair with. Head over to ShiningstarKidSalon.com to order from their line of natural products the whole family can enjoy. Or make an appointment if you're in town. Use code JRose20 at checkout for 20% off your online purchase. Keep growing. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm here with my two guests, Cvgebird and Nicki D, the poet. And we're going to have a little group discussion and then have some fun playing our off-the-top game. All right, ladies, we're going to dig into it. We might be here all day. Let's dig into the do's and don'ts of dating a creative person. Because it's not easy, especially when the other person isn't like that creative, and sometimes even when they are creative. So, like, what are some things that you guys would say, you know, that are important for people to know if they're interested in being the partner of a creative person?
If you're dating a poet, do not try to slide in their DMs with corny poems. Like, I hate it.
Now
like,
she's just mad.
Like, yeah, I'm just like, why would you even think? No, but on some real, like, I feel like the number one don't get in between their time as a creative and working on a piece. So me, I know I have a bad habit of ignoring the world when I'm focused on a piece or finishing a book. So my time, when I set time to focus on my craft, I've become really good at organizing my time. But if it's my time to write or my time to practice, don't interfere with that time, because that will get you on a blacklist very fast.
I feel that for sure. Yeah, I think I agree. Like, as a creative, you have to respect the creative process. Because that's how we create. Like, sometimes it's spontaneous, sometimes it comes to you in that moment, and when it comes, like, you have to get it out. And if that's not respected, or if it becomes a problem, like, it will become a problem in the relationship, I think, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel, too, like, I think as creatives, I personally sometimes struggle with balancing my time. So it's also a reason why, like, I'm like, I just might as well stay single, because, like, I'm so focused on, like, building, you know, this platform and, you know, exploring my creative, like, limits, or beyond those. It's hard for me to say, like, I can't really dedicate time to, like, a relationship or a partner, because it's not just, like, dedicating time to another person, but you're dedicating time to, like, that us.
Yes.
You know? What are some things that you think are great that, you know, people, the do's?
Well, I'd say, like, well, one, like, the point that you just made, too, about, like, you know, having your time and stuff, I think a good thing is like, a do would be to be patient with your partner, right? And understanding that, like, you know, they're trying to create space to create, and also create space personally, and also create space for the relationship, and also, you know, whatever may come outside of that too. So I think patience is really good. And also, like, I think it's really successful if you're dating someone who is just as busy as you, right?
Yeah, or like goal oriented.
Yeah, because if, like, your partner has something that they're focused on and they're doing, or if they are creative and they're, like, in their creative space, then you can focus on you without feeling bad, because you know they're focused on, you know, whatever they're doing and working on too. And also, I think one more, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, you want a supportive partner. So, like, one thing I really value about
you took the words out my mouth.
Yeah, like, you know, I have the blessing of having a partner currently that is very supportive. Yeah. You know, and if I'm working on a project, they also are working on the project.
Oh, that's
and
so
a lot
dope.
of times it's not even that I ask, you know, because I know there's a lot to ask. So it's dope to have a supportive partner, and then, you know, a partner that has their own goals and goal oriented, so that you both can be elevating together.
How about you? What's another do?
Yeah, she took the supportive. That's like that's my biggest thing. Like, if you're my partner, you need to be my number one fan, period. Yeah. Like, the way I function is, like, if I drop a picture, I need you to hype that picture up. Like, I need you to be the main one. Like share my shit, eyebrows, like everything. I need you to really hype that up. If I drop a piece, like, I need you to share that video, everything. Like, if I have an event and you not there, it's like, especially if people know we together, they're like, "But where your man at?"
Yeah, they looking at you like, crazy. Not supporting you.
Yeah. No, that's so true though. Like, and I think Erykah Badu said it best. Like, as artists, we sensitive about our stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
you can curse.
And I know for me, like, I think it's important to know your partner's love language in general, regardless if you were creative, if you just go whatever 9 to 5. or a mixture of both, whatever is your, you know, your process. Like, if you know your lover's love language, then you know how they're going to feel loved. And I think for artists, a lot of us need words of affirmations, like kind of what we were just talking about. Like, if somebody does a write-up of me, if I'm performing, if I'm doing something, I want to feel like you just as hyped for it as I am. Yeah. And I want to feel just as hyped for you, for your successes.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That support thing is major key. And even beyond, like, intimate and like romantic relationships, you know, like just that support through your friendships, your business relationships, your family. You know, sometimes as creatives, you know, we have fans and we have people to support us, but then all at the same time we feel alone. It's like, you know, you get 1,000 people at your door screaming with signs with your name on it, and then you're just like, why am I so lonely? Like, and sometimes people don't understand that about us. And they're just like, what do you mean? You have all this, you know, I do this for you, I do that for you. And just like, but do you really support? Like, are you getting, like, you hit the nail on the head with, like, I want you to be just as hyped about my shit as I am. Like, if not more. You know, you always feel disappointed when you, like, have an opportunity and you go to your partner and you're like, guess what? I'm going to do this. And they're just like, oh, it's cool. Right. And you're just like that meme with the cat, like,
like, what do you mean?
Like, come on, like, I'm mad hype right now. What's like what's like a weird habit that you have that like your partner just has to accept because that's just how you are? Any quirky things?
I'm really slow. I'm really slow.
So you take forever to get ready?
I take forever to get ready. I take forever to, like, think about things. I like to take my time. And I think also, too, like, those that battle with anxiety, sometimes you just have to ease your way to things. So that's, like, one thing about me. I'm, like, hella slow, and I might randomly start singing a random song or rapping a random song in the middle of the day.
I like that. That's cool.
That's about it, I think, for me.
That's so funny. How about you, Nicki?
Me, is that at any given time I might randomly write a poem.
Right, just out of nowhere?
Like, like, we could be mid-conversation. I'm like, hold that thought. Let me get my phone.
Hold on, I got some bars right now.
Yeah, and also, like, I have stanzas everywhere, like on pieces of paper, like everywhere.
Oh my gosh!
I keep saying one day I'm gonna get organized, but I don't know.
So they just gotta deal with papers everywhere with your poetry on it.
Poetry on them. Getting clothes and me having to feel like I need a new outfit for every event. I don't know who raised me to be like this, honestly. Even though I have, like, a closet full of texts, even today I'm like, dang, I need something to wear. And my friend like, well, then you just get all that stuff from Fashion Nova with the tag still on it. And I'm like, I still need something to wear.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I don't know who raised me to be like
you
that.
You are too funny. I got weird stuff about me, I guess. Like, I have to put my left shoe on first before my right. You just gotta deal with that. Don't question it. So if I'm like, pass me the shoes and you pass me the right one and I'm like, I need the other one first. Don't question that shit. That and I don't know. I dance when I eat, like when the food is really good.
Oh yes.
And I like hum to myself. I'll be like, So, you know, don't take me nowhere if you don't want to see me doing a little jiggle at the table. You guys want to play a game? Yes. All right, we're gonna play a game. Let me get my cards. It's time for our off the top segment. Is where we play a randomly chosen game. Sometimes we get creative. Sometimes we just have fun and be silly. But at the end of the day, it's a good time. So you gonna pick a card? You want Nicki to pick?
Okay, I can pick.
Yeah, you got this.
You remind me of like the happy powder puff girl.
Really?
Yeah, like the real bubbly one. Like, yeah, that's you. You're always laughing.
See.
So see, I would have picked the same one.
There you go. Yo, these guests just be out here manifesting. We gonna play mixtape. All right, I'm gonna go get the cards, and we'll be right back with some mixtape. Whether it's tax season, the holidays, or whatever falls in between, you want to make sure that you're being smart with your money. So go visit my girl, Queen Candace, at the Queen Blueprint to learn how to gain your financial freedom. You could get a personalized debt payoff plan, a full financial overview, and learn to repair your relationship with money. Smarter money moves are waiting for you at www.thequeenblueprint.com or call 877-387-BLUE. Use code JRose20 for 20% off of all our financial services. Okay, and we're back. I've got the cards, the scenario cards ready. And you guys start digging into your musical library in your head, okay, guys? All right, what is your best Monday morning work song?
I would say Cardi B, Money. Get you hyped to go to week.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I was going to say, throwback. This song would be like, gotta get up. I think it's Jill Scott. That one. Yes. Oh, and the other Jill Scott John. Living my life like it's going.
Oh, yes.
That's a good Monday morning song. That'll get me hype at my desk. Like, all right. I like that. What song defines your rebellion?
The first song I think that came to mind for me, even if I don't know if like this is the song, you know, because I feel like there's so many good songs.
Yeah.
Actually two. One I was gonna say the Fugees, Fuji La Camp Lo remix.
Oh yes.
Oh, la, la, la. It's that one.
Yes, yes.
The remix version is just
fire.
Yeah, it's fire. And then the second song I was gonna say is Common, The Sixth Sense. And I'll say one more. Sorry.
See, she's dug into that library.
Right. No, Kendrick Lamar, We Gonna Be Alright.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. How about you?
I would have to say Megan Thee Stallion, the remix with Beyonce on there. Savage.
Yes. That's my jam. My son sings that song too. I'm like, all right, little Savage. All right. Picture a slow motion gunfight. What song is playing?
Kendrick Lamar, Man Down. Man Down. Wait, what song is that called? Sorry, come back to me.
I don't know why. I thought of Beyonce, Ring the Alarm.
What?
Like,
I love that.
I don't know. I don't know why
I'm not surprised. That sounds like something Nicki would say.
Yeah. The song I'm thinking is off of Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City album.
I can't think of the title.
Oh my goddess, I'm so irritated at myself. But definitely Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. All right. Kendrick and the slow motion gunfights. I'm here for it. Okay. If you had an amazing voice, which you already do, I haven't heard you sing, so I can't speak, and I definitely don't. But if you had an amazing voice, what song would you have sung to your spouse at your wedding?
It was, I don't know who sung it, but I know it was on Dreamgirls, and Jamie Foxx sung it. It was like, "That's my dream."
Oh,
that would be the song.
That's dope. I don't know why the song that jumped in my head was "Drunken Love" by Beyonce.
I've been drinking.
I think that's more of the reception.
But it's funny, like me and my partner were talking this morning about like 90s R&B and all the classics he walked down the aisle to.
Yes.
So I gotta go with Cupid.
Ooh, Cupid. I like that. I don't know. I can't sing, but I probably sing some like Spanish shit. I don't know. Some Mark Anthony.
Right? Some Celia.
Let's see. Okay. What song do you want your significant other to play when he or she surprises you with an adult-rated striptease?
Wow.
Wow. Yes!
Yes!
She didn't even think about that. Every other question was like, I don't know. This was just like, wow.
Shout out to Cardi and Meg.
Yeah.
Yo, that song is an erotic poem with a beat. Like,
yes.
Yo, real life.
Yes. I do erotic poetry, so when I first heard it, I was just like, everybody's making a big deal about it. This is what I hear on the regular on stage. Like, I've written stuff like that.
Well, first of all, I feel like there are male artists that have songs that's way worse than WAP. So they're just like, but once a female do it, it's just like, oh my God, it's a female.
Facts.
Like,
relax. How about you? What's your like striptease song?
You're about to judge me. What is it? I don't know if I'm gonna say. I don't want to say the word. I think it's Contagious. I don't know.
Oh,
yes, I'm so contagious. That one?
No, is it the Isley Brothers one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
With R. Kelly on it?
I know he canceled, but,
I would probably do like Genuine, Pony.
Yeah.
No, in those jeans.
Oh.
We about to have a throwback.
I know, right?
TLC too. We can't forget TLC.
Oh yes.
One Light Special.
Oh, that was my
yeah.
joint. I had no business singing that when that song came out. But anyway, I have one last question for you guys. It's something that I ask every single guest. I have this belief that creative people are like supernatural beings. Like we do things that other people cannot do with what we create. We have like magic powers. So I want to know, what's your superpower?
I'm looking like you like. I think my uniqueness is my superpower, which is funny because I really think the thing that you shy away from as a child is your superpower. And as a child, I never fit in, and I never understood why. And I spent so much time trying to fit in when it was the things about me that stand out. It makes me unique. It's my superpower.
All right, poet.
Right, a whole poet. My grandma used to say, "You'll never fit in when you were meant to stand out."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Go ahead, Granny.
Right, grandma be coming with
Always
dropping that knowledge.
Right. I would say, I guess my superpower is maybe I guess, sorry, I feel shy. But I would say I think maybe my capacity to channel. Like I think when I create, I try to channel whatever needs to come through and needs to get through. So that ability, and also I've heard a lot that I have like I make people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think that too.
Yeah. That's cool. When people feel comfortable, it like creates a nice safe space.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, ladies, before we say goodbye to the audience, please let them know where they can find you, where they can find your merch, your music, all that good stuff.
Yeah. You can find me online. I'm online everywhere as Cvgebird, and that's spelled Cvgebird. It's cvgebird.com, where you can find merch, you can find t-shirts, you can find out about future shows, all my singles, or all the music that's out. Every streaming platform for the music, YouTube, Vimeo, IG for videos.
It's all there.
Yeah, you can find me all there.
Yes, make sure you follow.
And you can find me everywhere on all social media platforms at Nicki D the Poet. That's NICKIDTHEPOET. And all books and merchandise can be found at NickiDthePoet.org.
Okay, you got you a .org. That's fancy. She's an organization, okay? What? Thank you, ladies, so much. Please, guys, follow these amazing creatives. Make sure you connect, follow them, support them, share their stuff, comment, like. We like all that shit, okay? And then while you're doing that, stop at Facebook and YouTube and follow and subscribe to the Rose Garden events. You can find us on the gram at JRExp Experience, and me, your host, at My Crumble Thoughts. Thanks so much, guys. Keep growing. Peace.